I mean, he's like preaching murder. And this guy's the head of the cops, bro. In Knoxville? Is that where it was?
Somewhere like that. Let me look it up.
Yeah. Preaching murder to his church. And he's like, you don't like it? Get out. I was like, this motherfucker is serious about this hate. I mean, that's not like say some foul shit at the house to somebody. Like, you know, I'm not really a fan of fucking Puerto Rican. No, this is he's on the stand screaming at a church full of people. Being like, these homos need to get taken down where they live. Go to the parade. Take them all out at the parade. This motherfucker's crazy.
There's some place in this country, it's still 1970.
I know, dude. This motherfucker was nuts.
And some people like that.
Oh, well, listen, there was enough people there that were loving it.
Some people like that.
They were cheering it on.
Knoxville, yeah.
Knoxville,
Some people, you know, there's parts in this country where you got to be real fucking careful.
Damn.
Man.
Knoxville is, University of Tennessee is in Knoxville. Yeah. Massive college, man.
Great comedy town.
Yeah, man.
I haven't been there in 20 years. Music shop, that was tremendous. I bought a Soundgarden album there that I never had before. Just a great city, but they just...
Behind. Something's like behind, man.
Where are you from originally?
Chicago.
What made you leave?
Comedy.
Comedy. Anything
I wanted
else?
so bad. I mean, nobody leaves. No one leaves. None of my whole family's in Chicago. Nobody leaves. And I really badly wanted to get into the world of comedy so bad. I wanted to either write it or perform it. I didn't know what I was going to do, but I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. And I knew if I went to New York, it'd be too close to home. You know what I mean? It'd be like, I could just bounce back to Chicago. It's not that far. And I wanted to come to California because as a kid, you're fascinated with California. You know, it's like, you see all these movies as a kid, and California has this allure to it. And I badly wanted to get out to California, but I couldn't afford to go to school out here or anything like that. So I slowly bounced my way west. I was in Arizona first, and then I came out here because that's all I wanted, man. That's the only thing I gave a shit about was like, this is where the thing is that I can get comedy done.
Let me ask you a question. Coming from Chicago,
yeah,
a very artsy, fartsy city, great art city,
yeah,
you know, great community. One of the kids I did the movie with said, I'm from Jersey. I went to Chicago because I had a girlfriend, and I ended up staying because the art community was so strong there. Whether I do spoken word or music or stand up, he was like, it's so tight. And I still remember going to Second City.
Yeah.
One of the producers out here for CAA that produced the movie I was in is from Chicago. And he goes, have you ever been in Chicago? Look me up. And I looked him up. I went to his office, and his office is in the building at Second City.
Right.
Is it Second City?
Second City, yeah.
And then down the corner is one of the Zanies.
Zanies Old Town on Wells. Yep.
Zanies is...
It's literally a block away.
A block away.
Yeah.
I remember him taking me and showing me. I'm like, that's fucking remarkable, you know, like... And Ramis was living there in all those movies in the 80s, 16 Candles.
Right.
And I think Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, all those movies.
John Hughes, there. Man.
It was just something that it's accepted there. How was your family and friends towards the arts? Were they open-minded?
Well, you know.
Right. That's all. All right. You just fucking said it. You just said it.
You know, like every time I go home, it's like, how's Hollywood, big shot? You know, with all those homos in Hollywood. You know, you're a queer because you came out here. That's what it is. Like
you sucking dick.
Yeah, you sucking dick out there in Hollywood. You sucking dick by the beach. You rollerblades. Immediately, it's all this like they shit on the idea of this thing. And look, people say that all the time. Comedy in Chicago is incredible. It's an amazing scene.
You could stay there.
Could have stayed.
You could stay.
Yeah.
Never leave.
No.
Make a living.
But I thought, I don't want to be home. I want to take a shot. I wanted to take a shot. And I wanted to do it all by myself. So I didn't ask for money or nothing from my family. And I said, I'm going to go do this thing on my own and see if I can do this.
Where'd you go to school at?
Arizona State. Yeah. Tempe, baby.
So you went down there?
Went down there for a couple of years, had some fun.
Any stand-up down there at all?
A little bit, but back then, man, it didn't, you know, the Improv was the only club. Now they got fucking 8 clubs in Phoenix. It was only the Improv. And I used to hook up with a girl who worked there for a little bit, and she would sneak me in so I could see shows. I saw Hedberg's last West Coast show before he went back, and then he passed away. I saw that. I saw Geraldo. I saw a lot of guys that I was like infatuated with. I mean, that was my way in terms of like being a fan of comedy. I always was, but I wanted to do it. I was scared. And then in school, I did a little bit of open mic. I did theater. I did all sorts of shit to try to get myself on stage to get more comfortable with doing comedy. But I didn't really dig my feet into doing stand-up until I got here. because there was the opportunity here was so rich, you know? Arizona wasn't like that. Arizona was there was like 1 or 2 rooms that people could go back of bars, but you know, the political circuit was so heavy, it was hard to crack as a young college kid. Out here, it was like, we're all in the same boat, you know? So I knew I could, if I got to LA, opportunities would be more rich. And college roommates of mine were California kids. And a buddy of mine said, I got a place in Long Beach we can stay. Because I had barely any fucking money. And he said, I got a place in Long Beach. So I loaded up a U-Haul, moved to Long Beach, man. Slept on a guy's lazy boy for a long fucking time. But the recline is nice when you're ready to pass out. I got to tell you, man.
What type of major did you get?
Journalism. Journalism and English was my minor.
No theater, nothing like that?
No, I did plays. I didn't have a theater major, though. I didn't want because, you know, still in the back of my head, I was like, I got to have, like, a thing to fall back on. Something, you know, like something in the journalistic, radio, arts, publishing, something I could just grab a job if I needed it. Because I was scared, you know, like, I don't come from a lot of money. My parents aren't people that are like, we'll give you money, figure out your dreams. That's not how I grew up. So, like, my parents are supportive in the sense of, go do your thing, live your shit, good luck. But you're a man. So if you fail, fucking, it's not on us. You know what I mean?
Brothers and sisters?
One little sister.
What's she doing?
She's living in Chicago, living the dream, you know, doing the thing that, like, I wish I had that opportunity to be young in Chicago like she is. She's 26, 27. But I wanted this so bad. I wanted to be out here in the thing, you know? But there is pieces of me that miss and not having that Chicago youth, growing up and like being in your mid-20s in downtown Chicago. It's one of the best cities in the world, man. It's just like New York. It's the same shit. It's like endless shit to do, endless people to meet, endless things to see. You know what I mean? You can keep consuming in cities like that. And LA wasn't like that. You know, LA was like work. And now I'm getting to enjoy the fruits of my labor in my mid-30s. I worked like a dog, you know, and now it's like, now I get to have some fucking fun.
How many years have you been here now?
Yeah, it's 13. 13 on the 4th of July.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's, you know, started from the gut bottom. And we were talking about doing shows down in Orange County and shit. I had some parallelistic shows down there, some terrible, thought I was going to quit. Shit was terrible, man. Some shows so bad where I was like, this isn't, I can't do comedy. 4 people in like a fish house in fucking Tustin. It's like, this is how I quit or die.
We're going in like fucking Marines, you understand me?
Welcome to church, motherfucker.